Welcome to this comprehensive guide on the topic of polyamory and open relationships. In recent years, non-monogamous relationships have become increasingly prevalent and are attracting attention as a viable alternative to traditional monogamous relationships. Polyamory and open relationships are two examples of these alternative relationship structures that have gained recognition and visibility. In this video, we will delve deeper into the definition, purpose, and benefits of polyamory and open relationships, as well as the challenges that can arise and how to overcome them. Our goal is to provide a well-rounded and informed understanding of these alternative relationship structures and to help dispel common myths and misconceptions. We will start with a brief definition of polyamory and open relationships, and then move on to exploring why they are becoming more popular. We will discuss the benefits of polyamory and open relationships, such as increased autonomy, fulfillment, and intimacy, as well as the challenges that come with these types of relationships, such as jealousy and communication issues. In addition, we will also provide tips and advice on how to make polyamory and open relationships work, such as the importance of open communication, trust, and mutual respect. Whether you are someone who is considering a polyamorous or open relationship, or just curious about these alternative relationship structures, this video has something to offer. So sit back, relax, and get ready to embark on a journey of discovery and education as we delve into the world of polyamory and open relationships. What is polyamory and open relationships? Polyamory and open relationships are alternative relationship structures that challenge the traditional concept of monogamy. Monogamy, which is defined as a relationship between two people who are committed to only each other, has long been considered the norm in many societies. However, polyamory and open relationships offer a different approach, where individuals are free to engage in multiple romantic relationships simultaneously with the knowledge and consent of all involved parties. Polyamory is defined as the practice of having multiple romantic relationships with the knowledge and consent of all involved parties. This form of non-monogamous relationship can take many different forms and can involve individuals in a primary relationship who also have secondary partners, or a group of individuals who are all involved with each other in various capacities. The key aspect of polyamory is the emphasis on honesty, communication, and consent among all parties involved. Open relationships, on the other hand, refer to relationships where individuals are free to engage in sexual or romantic relationships with others outside of their primary relationship. This can also take many different forms and can range from a relationship where partners engage in occasional hookups outside of their relationship to relationships where partners have multiple partners with whom they have deep, committed relationships. It's important to note that both polyamory and open relationships can look different for each person or relationship. What works for one person or relationship may not work for another, and everyone should have the freedom to define and structure their relationships in a way that works best for them. In summary, polyamory and open relationships represent a growing trend towards alternative relationship structures that prioritize autonomy, communication, and consent. By providing individuals with the opportunity to explore and express their desires and needs in relationships, polyamory and open relationships offer a unique and fulfilling alternative to traditional monogamous relationships. Why are they becoming more popular? There are several reasons why polyamory and open relationships are becoming more popular. Firstly, the rise of technology and social media has made it easier for people to connect with like-minded individuals and explore alternative relationship structures. Online communities, discussion forums, and dating apps have made it easier for people to find partners and information about polyamory and open relationships. Secondly, many people are seeking more autonomy and fulfillment in their relationships. Polyamory and open relationships provide individuals with the opportunity to have multiple romantic and sexual partners, which can lead to increased intimacy, satisfaction, and personal growth. People are becoming more open to the idea of having multiple partners as they seek to explore different forms of love and affection, and to challenge the traditional norms of society. Thirdly, the traditional concept of monogamy is being questioned as more people are becoming aware of alternative relationship structures. In an era where traditional gender roles and norms are being challenged, many individuals are seeking more fluid and flexible relationship structures that better align with their desires and values. Finally, the rise of polyamory and open relationships is also driven by the need for greater transparency and honesty in relationships. Non-monogamous relationships place a strong emphasis on open communication, trust, and mutual respect, which can lead to stronger, more fulfilling relationships. In conclusion, the rise of polyamory and open relationships is a reflection of a growing trend towards alternative relationship structures that provide individuals with greater autonomy, fulfillment, and honesty in their relationships. As society becomes more open to alternative relationship structures, polyamory and open relationships will continue to gain recognition and visibility. How to make these relationships work? Polyamory and open relationships can be challenging and require a great deal of work to be successful. However, with the right approach and a commitment to honesty, communication, and consent, these relationships can be fulfilling and rewarding. Here are some tips for making polyamory and open relationships work. Communication. Open, honest, and ongoing communication is key to the success of polyamorous and open relationships. All parties involved should be able to express their desires, needs, and boundaries, and to listen and respond to each other in a supportive and respectful manner. Consent. Consent is essential in all relationships, but it is especially important in polyamorous and open relationships. All parties involved should be fully aware of and agree to the terms and conditions of the relationship, and should feel free to renegotiate these terms as needed. Trust. Trust is the foundation of any relationship, and it is especially important in polyamorous and open relationships. Partners should be able to trust each other to be honest about their activities, and to respect each other's boundaries. Respect. All parties involved in a polyamorous or open relationship should show respect for each other and for their individual desires and needs. This includes respect for each other's relationships with other partners, as well as respect for each other's personal time and space. Flexibility. Polyamorous and open relationships can take many different forms, and it is important to be open to change and to be flexible in your approach. Relationships will evolve over time, and it is important to be able to adapt to these changes and to find a structure that works best for all parties involved. Self-reflection. Polyamorous and open relationships can be challenging, and it is important to take the time to reflect on your own desires and needs. This includes considering what you want out of the relationship, what your boundaries are, and what you are willing to do to make the relationship work. In conclusion, polyamorous and open relationships require a great deal of work, but with the right approach, they can be rewarding and fulfilling. By prioritizing communication, consent, trust, respect, flexibility, and self-reflection, individuals can build strong and successful polyamorous and open relationships. Conclusion. The rise of polyamory and open relationships is a reflection of a growing trend towards alternative relationship structures that provide individuals with greater autonomy, fulfillment, and honesty in their relationships. These relationships challenge traditional norms and provide individuals with the opportunity to explore different forms of love and affection. Making polyamorous and open relationships work requires a commitment to open communication, consent, trust, respect, flexibility, and self-reflection. By prioritizing these elements, individuals can build strong and successful polyamorous and open relationships that provide them with greater fulfillment, satisfaction, and personal growth. As society becomes more open to alternative relationship structures, polyamory and open relationships will continue to gain recognition and visibility. It is important for individuals to educate themselves about these relationship structures and to engage in open and honest discussions about their desires and needs. By embracing polyamory and open relationships, individuals can build relationships that are more fulfilling, authentic, and in line with their values.